Hey guys, so I'm back with my mixed dish review. This review is for episode 3. If you did not catch my reviews for episodes 1 and 2, please go look at those. So, this show, obviously, it always touches on specific topics that target interracial families. This episode is specifically about hair. Okay, so the episode starts with Rainbow, and she's in class, and the teacher is going on and on and on about picture day. And there's a black girl that's sitting behind Rainbow, and she tells Rainbow that her hair is making it hard for her to learn because Rainbow has like curly hair, but it's like big curly hair. And I don't want to say it's like the typical mixed girl hair, but a lot of mixed girls have hair like that. My hair is not really like Rainbow's. I have looser curls than Rainbow's hair, to be exact. And my hair is a little longer than Rainbow's, but she has this curly textured hair, and she always wears it in its natural form. And so the girl told her that her hair was a distraction. Now, the teacher is going on and on and on about how important picture day is and how important it is to look good for picture day. Now, Michaela, who is Rainbow's new friend, told her that she should take picture day seriously because one day she took a picture for picture day and it was horrible, and she has to live with that picture for the rest of her life. Now, the teacher is talking about having to go to picture day with your hair being really neat. And when she's talking about hair being neat, she specifically targets Rainbow and goes up to Rainbow's desk and looks at her as she says this. Now, I had this happen to me before with a teacher saying something about my hair. But I wasn't wearing my hair out or anything like that, and it wasn't big, but I had braids in my hair and I had beads in it, and the teacher had told me, my teacher in the first grade, she was like an older white woman, and she had came up to me and told me that my hair was a distraction and that I could no longer wear my hair like that anymore. I need to wear my hair in a style that doesn't cause any type of distractions. And so I had gone home and told my mom that she had to take my braids and my beads out of my hair. And my mom's like, why would I take those out? I just did that to your hair. You don't like it? And I was like, well, my teacher came up to me and told me that I can't wear my hair in this style anymore, that it's too much of a distraction. And so my mom went to the school the very next day to drop me off, and she stayed longer to talk to the teacher. And I think she scared the teacher because she yelled at her and told her, don't be telling her how her daughter's going to wear her hair. She's going to wear her hair however the hell she wants to do it. And so the teacher ended up coming up to me, and the teacher apologized to me, but the teacher told me that why would I lie to my mom and say that she said that when she didn't say it like that? And I'm like, no, that's exactly what you said to me. You told me that I can't wear my hair like that anymore because it's too much of a distraction for you. And so, yeah, that happened, and the teacher never said anything about my hair again, but I definitely have a similar experience as Rainbow's where a teacher came up to me and told me something about my hair. Now, the kids go home from school, and it's the next day, and Paul, who's the father, is doing Santa Monica's hair, and he tells them that he does a good job on their hair because he thinks he does a great job doing the girl's hair. Now, Santa Monica, who does not know how to bite her tongue at all, she's the smart mouth out of the 3 kids on the show. And she told him that he's a one-trick pony because all he does is put her hair in a ponytail. Now, Paul looks a little offended by her saying that to him. And both Rainbow and Santa Monica let their dad know that they want their mom to do their hair specifically for picture day because they have to take it seriously because, once again, everybody is making picture day seem more serious than it has to be. Now, Paul and Alicia cook dinner for the kids, and they're all sitting at the table, and they ask the kids what they did to change the world for the day. And Rainbow ends up telling her parents that her teacher came up to her and told her that she couldn't wear her hair the way she was wearing it because it wasn't neat enough. Now, Alicia was extremely bothered by the teacher commenting on Rainbow's natural hair because she's all for the kids loving themselves in any form, but especially in their most natural form, especially with their hair, because black hair has always been targeted. And she was even more offended that it was an older white woman who was the one who was making the comment about Rainbow's hair. So the next day, Alicia and Paul go up to the school to confront the teacher for telling Rainbow that her hair is not neat. Now, the teacher thinks she's slick, okay, and tries to get Paul to get through to Alicia, and Paul didn't want any parts of it and said he was not on the teacher's side, because the teacher was very ignorant when it came to Rainbow's hair. And so what Alicia did was pretty much the same thing my mom did, went up to the school and immediately shut that shit down because she was not about to have it. So the family has another family dinner, and Dee Dee comes over for dinner, and Alicia tells Dee Dee that she had to shut down a racist teacher at the school for saying that Rainbow's hair wasn't neat enough. Now, Dee Dee tells Alicia that their hair should be neat and that Alicia needs to apologize to the teacher because the teacher was right. And I was like, what are you talking about? Because Dee Dee is like a conformist. She likes to have the kids try to conform to everything and try hard to fit in. And Alicia doesn't want her kids to be trying so hard to fit in. She wants them to love themselves the way that they are and not try to conform, which is extremely important. The girls want their hair straightened, and so they say that they want to go to the salon, and Dee Dee thinks it's a good idea to take the girls to the salon. Now, I used to always wear my hair in its natural form. I got a relaxer in my hair twice. Once I got a relaxer in my hair, just because I don't know why my mom put a relaxer in my hair the first time, but she had put a relaxer in my hair, and I didn't like it. And then the second time she started to put it in my hair, and once the product got in my hair, I was complaining that it hurt. So it was literally in my hair for like 3 minutes, and I made her take it out. And after that, she never relaxed my hair ever again. And I was like very young when I got that relaxer in my hair, and I never wore a relaxer again. I did used to get my hair hot combed though, which I used to hate the hot comb. I don't know if anybody else has experienced the hot comb, but the hot comb I was not a fan of it. You had to hold your ears down so you don't get burnt and stuff like that, and I was just like not having it. So like I would pretty much wear my hair tied up a lot because at a young age I don't know, I was so used to wearing my hair curly or wearing it up, tied up in a bun or a ponytail or something, that I just got tired of my hair being curly all the time. And I remember getting a flat iron when I was in high school, because all through middle school, I had never straightened my hair. The only time I had straightened my hair in middle school was for my middle school graduation. After that, I didn't straighten my hair the whole 2 years that I was in middle school. Then when I got into high school, I was like, you know what? My hair is like so hard for me to manage. I don't know really how to manage. Although my mom always took really good care of my hair. Once I got to high school, I started doing my hair myself. And so I just got so tired of dealing with my curls that I started putting so much heat on my hair every single day, to the point where my hair wasn't even as long as I had wanted it to be. In high school, I would blow dry it and flat iron it all the time before school. So I remember when I got out of high school, I realized how much heat I was putting on my hair, and I didn't like that I was straightening my hair so much. So I trimmed a few inches off my hair, and I started taking care of it. I stopped putting so much heat on my hair, and my hair is so long right now. It's literally about 2 inches away from being down to my butt right now because I take such good care of it. So now I can straighten it whenever I really feel like it, and I switch back and forth between curly and straight whenever I want to. So yeah, the girls, Rainbow and Santa Monica, really wanted to get their hair done at the salon. So Alicia wants the kids to embrace their natural hair, and Paul kind of offends Alicia when Dee Dee shows everybody the pictures of Alicia with her hair straightened, and Paul says that her hair looked great in the picture. And Alicia was offended by it because she felt like he was trying to say that her hair in her natural form wasn't as good as her hair straight. So she got bothered by that, and she kind of gave him a little bit of a look, and he started stumbling over his words. So Rainbow tells her dad that she needs her hair done for picture day, and Paul tries to cut her hair himself, but she tells him no, that she wants to go to an actual barbershop because they do everything the natural way. So even at home, they trim their hair themselves. So Rainbow ends up going into like a closet or something, and she calls her Aunt Didi and asks her to bring her to the salon. And so Santa Monica overhears Rainbow saying that she wants to go to the salon, and she tells Rainbow that if she doesn't bring her with her, she's going to tell their mom. So both Rainbow and Santa Monica end up going to the hair salon with their Aunt Didi for picture day. Meanwhile, Johan had his own crisis with his hair because he has a looser, curly, textured type of hair. And so Paul and his dad take Johan to the barbershop, and it's a white barbershop where it's only white people that go in there. And so the barber was really rude. Okay, the way that he spoke to them when he said that maybe you should take him to the other barbershop, and he meant the black barbershop. And so the grandfather was trying to get the guy to just find something to do with his hair, and Paul got offended because he was making his son feel uncomfortable. And so he took Johan and they left and they went to the black barbershop. Now, meanwhile, Rainbow goes into the beauty salon and she likes the environment. And because it is a cool environment when you go to the beauty salon, all the women are laughing and talking about stuff. And it's just like a cool type of environment to be in. So the lady goes up to Didi and the girls, and the lady asks what they want to get done, and she tells them that if she could squeeze them in. And she was saying that she was already booked up for the day, but Didi told her, you should squeeze them in. And the lady goes, what are you guys mixed with? You got a little bit of Indian in your family? And that does happen a lot, because growing up, I was always asked, like, if I would go to a family gathering and, like, if me and my sisters would go to a family gathering and there were people there that didn't really know us, they would ask us what we were mixed with. And going to school, people would always ask us what we were mixed with, and they'd always play with our hair and stuff like that. And so the lady, the Didi tells the lady that the kids are half white, and the lady starts playing with their hair and tells them that it won't take long because they got the good hair. Now, Rainbow seems bothered by her saying the good hair. And I don't like when people say that either. Oh, you got good hair, you got good hair. Because I used to have people in my family on my black side always say that I had really good hair. And I didn't understand why they were saying that I had good hair, because sometimes I felt like I didn't like my hair all the time. And sometimes I liked their hair. Sometimes I felt like their hair looked better in different styles, and that they were able to wear their hair in styles that I was unable to really wear my hair in. And so that good hair comment is offensive. It is. I think that you shouldn't just say, oh, somebody's got good hair because their hair may be more of a silkier or easier texture to deal with. All hair is good hair. You just have to know how to take care of it. So, meanwhile, once again, they go to the black barbershop, and Johan is looking at the pictures and he's trying to pick which hairstyles he wants. Now, the black barber is telling Johan that he doesn't have the hair type to get those type of styles, which Johan really didn't have the hair type to wear those type of styles. His hair is a little too loose textured in order for him to be able to wear those styles. So Johan felt defeated at this point, and he felt really sad, and you could tell that it was hurting his spirits, and you could tell that he was feeling like he wasn't black enough at that point. Now, something happened in this episode that I thought was a little bit funny. The black barber and Paul's father are staring at the TV, and it's a boxing match, and it's a black guy versus a white guy, and the barber asks the grandfather, which boxer he wants to win, and he didn't want to answer and was like, that's a trick question, because there was a white guy and a black guy that was fighting. And I thought that scene was a little bit funny. Remember, guys, don't be sensitive when you're watching this show, because remember the time 1985, this is the time that they're basing this show on. So try not to get offended. Just listen to the messages that are in the show. So Johan feels upset, and they decide to end up leaving the barbershop, and Johan ends up not getting a haircut. Now, once Rainbow's hair was straight, she loved her hair straight. She loved the way that it looked, and she loved that her hair was actually manageable for once. And that does happen. Like when you're used to wearing your hair curly all the time, when you get that first straightening to your hair, you feel like a whole different person. You feel beautiful when you get that first hair straightening. The only thing that becomes frustrating with having your hair straightened and you know that you have a mixed texture type of hair is that you know you do need to wrap it up at certain points in the day because it could go back curly again. My hair didn't get curly again, but it would start to wave. Like my hair would start to get wavy if I didn't wrap it. And so Santa Monica is loving her hair. Like Santa Monica was spinning around. She was flipping her hair. I was like, this little girl is something else. She's a whole diva. So Dee Dee brings the girls back home and Alicia looks like she's completely bothered about Rainbow's hair being straightened. And she asks Rainbow if she likes her hair straight. And Alicia asked her if Rainbow likes it, and Rainbow said that she loved it. Now, Alicia was bothered by it because she felt like her kids were liking their hair more straight than they do in their more natural form. And she had a problem with Dee Dee for taking them without her permission to do it. Now, when Rainbow goes to school, she gets complimented by everybody. People who were not noticing her before with her curly hair gave her so much attention when her hair was straight. And that absolutely does happen. Anytime I would straighten my hair, I would have people touching it. I would have people talking about how long and nice and pretty my hair was. People would try to be my friend after that. Boys would give me attention when my hair was straight. And you start to eat that up a little bit when that happens. And so that's exactly what was happening to Rainbow. She started to like the attention that she was getting with her hair straight. Now, Johan and Paul try to find something to do with his hair. They're washing it. They're trying to add gel products in it. They're tying his hair up in a bun and everything. And it's just like they just have no idea what to do with his hair. Now, Alicia ends up asking Paul about Rainbow's hair and what he thinks about her hair being straight. And he said that he likes Rainbow's hair straight and that it's taken them half the time to get them ready in the morning than it does when they're wearing their hair naturally, which is typical something, you know, like a white dad would say because they want things to be quick and easy and they don't really pay attention to things that, you know, if you have a black mom, she's going to pay attention to. So Alicia says that she understands that Rainbow is a little bit more confident with her hair straightened, but she feels like Rainbow needs to embrace her natural beauty as well. So Johan goes to school, okay, and he has braids with beads in it, and Paul did it, okay. Paul, the white dad, did the braids in Johan's hair and put the beads in it. Now, Johan turns around because he's trying to fit in. He's trying so hard to be black. And that happens a lot with mixed people. They feel like they're not black enough or they're not white enough. So they try extra hard sometimes to fit in. And that's what Johan's trying to do. He's trying so hard to fit in that he doesn't even know who he is anymore. And so he takes a spin and turns around and all his beads fall out of his hair. And two black boys and the rest of the school were laughing at him. And he ends up getting into a fist fight with the two boys that were picking on him at the school. Meanwhile, picture day is coming up literally the next day, and Rainbow forgets to wrap her hair. She did not know that she had to wrap her hair when she straightened it because certain temperatures in the weather will mess up your hair. So she goes in the mirror and she sees that her hair is completely messed up. It's curly in some places, puffy in the others. And the black girl looks at her and tells her, I told you needed to wrap your hair up. And Rainbow didn't listen to her and she should have listened to her. Girl, you need to wrap your hair when you straighten it. So the only time I wrap my hair, though, if my hair's straight, is if I'm taking a shower. I'll wrap it. Other than that, if it's raining outside and all that, I don't wrap my hair because the only thing that happens to it is it just kind of waves, starts to get wavy. So I don't really care if the weather's a certain way and my hair is straight and it starts to curl up or starts to get back to its natural state. I don't really care about that. So like I said, the only time I wrap it is if I'm taking a shower, if it's straight. Now, Johan has a black eye from the fight that he had, and his parents are disappointed in him for fighting over his hair because he's trying so hard to conform and trying so hard to fit in and trying so hard to be something he's not, that he's getting himself into all these situations that he wouldn't get into if he was just being himself. Now, Alicia Rainbow ends up coming home and her hair is completely messed up, and she asks her aunt Dee Dee if she could take her to go get her hair done again, and Dee Dee tells her she's not taking her to get it done again because she already spent $45 for her to get it done the first time. Now, Alicia has a problem with her kids because they're starting to seem like they want to conform so much, and they love their hair straight so much that they're no longer embracing their natural self, and they're stressing out over trying to be something they're not. So she sits all the kids down and she tells them, she says something about being good black people, and Santa Monica says, so if I wear my hair straight, that means I'm not a good black person. And that pulled at Alicia's heartstrings. And she sat down and she told Santa Monica that she would be a good black girl regardless of if she wore her hair straight or curly. And Alicia realized that it was something in herself that was making her obsess over the girls embracing their natural hair. And I just felt like this episode was extremely important to talk about hair, and definitely in interracial families, because when you're mixed, it could really go either way. You could either have really kinky, coily type of hair, or you could have really straight hair, or you could have hair that's right in the middle where it's curly, or you can have wavy hair. It could really go either way if you're mixed. And sometimes, like, I don't have a white mom, I have a black mom, so I had a mom who already knew how to take care of my hair. So I didn't grow up having heat on my hair until I got to high school. But I know girls who are biracial and they have white moms who don't really know how to do their hair and haven't learned how to do their hair. So they put so much heat on their hair that their hair is completely heat damaged. And so they get so used to their hair being straight that they want it straight all the time. And I feel like as women, we should be able to wear our hair any way we want to wear it, whether it's straight, curly, weave, wig, extensions, anything. But I also do feel like you should take care of your natural hair. I feel like you should love your natural hair. And if you don't know how to take care of it, you can learn how to take care of it, because whether you're going to put a wig on or weave or anything like that, or you're going to straighten it, you should always make sure that your natural hair is protected, and that if you have to wear your hair natural, that you still like the way that you look. So I thought that this was a really important episode. I thought it was a really good episode. I want to know what you think about this episode down in the comment section. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I will be reviewing more than just Mixed-ish. I do Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Marriage Boot Camp, Total Divas, and so many more shows as they come along. Let me know down in the comment section which shows you guys would like me to review. Thank you to all my subscribers for the support. I appreciate you all so very much, more than you guys will ever know. And once again, don't forget to like this video.